Well, hello there. Hi there. Welcome to Just Bird. Another day, another read. So the energies that's coming in first, the first message, and I feel like I'm going to have many, but the overall energy is one of protection from the mother during times of turbulence. Now, the turbulence is speaking to the big, someone being hurt, physically. There's protection. Someone's getting railroaded. One of your sons, or you're railroading someone, or you yourself. There's a man being railroaded by a bitter woman, and she's claiming that false narrative of fake tears, fake harm, and it's because she's angry, bitter, lonely, mad, but it's a false narrative, and both of these cards where there's injuries are connected to the false narrative. So she's looking for a payout, she's looking for a payout, and she's this man that's protected heavily by the mother, okay, heavily protected by the mother. Right now, they're trying to break him emotionally, spiritually, and financially. So a real bad situation going on there. But don't worry, because whoever son this is, he was born to a queen. We have the Sun of Swords, could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This would be the Sun. And don't worry, we've got the Star, and we've got Temperance, and we've got the Supreme. All right? So this is more than powerful. You are the Holy One. All right? And your power was passed down to this Sun. He knows how to maintain stability through the storm, because he has the heaviest protection of the mother surrounding him. All right, so he hasn't lost hope. He knows he knows that he reigns. Okay, he knows that he heals. He knows that he's an earth angel. He knows that that's his foundation. He gets the gift from his mama or his maternal side. Goddess of Pentacles, earth energy, independent, self-worth, confidence, and, lucrative here. There's an offer for some that may be getting married or whatnot. I feel like I'm just going to leave it the way that it is instead of trying to pull every single message. I'm just going to do another round. I'm so sorry for this person that you're being railroaded, and let's keep going, because I feel like you don't need to worry, and you're not. That's the thing, you're not worried. You know that it's going to end. You know that there's a new beginning. You know that you have protection. You know that you're surrounded by angels and entities, your entire team. And you sit and you meditate and you bring them in, and you are protected. So I also feel like if there's a mother listening, your son is protected, and he knows what he's doing. And yeah, they are trying to, if you're thinking that is, if you were curious if there was an ounce of truth coming from this negative woman, no, it's all baloney. She's just trying to destroy your son. So believe in your son. Believe in your son. Let's see if we can get the overall energy for the person that you're dealing with here. And like what's going to happen. Will there be a consequence or anything maybe coming up for them as far as abusive courts? How about that? When you want to claim those things against a man and his reputation, and you plant those seeds, and then you take courts time and money away from, that's the court's energy. You're taking that away from families that actually need it, where there's actual, where the law needs to be instituted for safety reasons. But when you have all these faulty claims and accusations and you're just destroying a person, that ruins it for the truth, the people that are in there telling the truth. Then the courts don't believe them. Then the perpetrators, they get let go, and the next time maybe the person that's actually being harmed doesn't make it because some little twit decided to twist their own story within the court system. It's hurtful and detrimental to the whole. Stop doing it. All right, let's see what's up for this woman. Just hurt. She's just hurt. Prune what is unnecessary. The bulb is the heart. So she has to get rid of all of this negative mindset. It's set in her foundation, Power of a 4. So prune what is unnecessary. She needs to weed out her garden, because this nonsense, this anger, and this false narrative stuff is not working. Let's see. She needs to tend to her heart space, and which is her emotions, because obviously they're getting the best of her, and it's not a good look. It's just not. It's not good. You're hurting yourself. You feel like you're hurting the other, but you're hurting yourself, and you're hurting a lot of children that are in harm's way and women that are in harm's way. So step aside of your own situation, your own selfishness, and consider the whole. All right? Because you're hurt and you want to get your lick back and everything else. This isn't the way to do it. Get rid of all of that unnecessary energy, those negative thoughts, and try to regulate your emotions at this time. All right, let's see. Well, divine masculine showing up, rich guy, and a boss. Okay, so they're trying to break you. Just like I said, divine masculine, they're trying to break this man. Let's see. But he's the boss and keep in control. So let's see. Tell me more about her side of the story. Mentally and emotionally unstable. She trusted, or he trusted, or she trusted him, but had expectations, unrealistic expectations, and when the unrealistic expectations went unmet, she lost her cool, and has been trying to spin that false narrative against this person. Let's see. He seems to be a business owner. And since she was in it for a payout, she kind of went for him for the money purposes and thought that she could get something because he has something to take. That's so sad. Let's see. And your son, or you, the divine masculine, you got it going on. But you're probably an empath and attract emotionally unstable people, because you can sit around and you can listen, and you're a trusted human. And unfortunately, you got with one that went for you because you have power and money, and she expected more from you. Look, there we go. Heartbreak. Then not accepting anything. Let's keep going. Okay, so you offered less than she desired. It broke her heart, and she wants to hurt you with the Three of Swords, the Four of Cups. It doesn't matter what you offered; it wasn't going to be enough. It's just a high maintenance gal here. She leads with the wrong foot, and thought she could have like wooed you into seduced you into maybe a commitment or a marriage or something like that. She didn't get what she wanted. Oops. Moving on, so I'll keep it. Ace of Wands, moving on. Absolutely. So yeah, she's gonna move on to, but not without making a big stink first. So she's trying to railroad you. Unfortunately, it did go through the courts. I don't see anything here, just that there will be a lesson learned for her. And what do we have? Five Cups for the overall energy, which is disappointment, heartbreak, and the separation and the hurt feelings of the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups, and feeling like apathetic, actually. Like, I don't care about whatever he has to say. I don't care. I acted out. I'm feisty. So what? I did what I did, and I'm moving on. Because there is a king out there for me somewhere. So, it's not going to last long, but unfortunately, somebody's still going through it. Whether it's just like the court of public opinion. It doesn't look like it's going to go into the court of law, which is a good thing. So that's what I have here. Thanks for tuning in. Please consider to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you made it this far, just type moving on.